Right now on Thornton360, a long night at City Council as two issues are heard.
And new numbers show Thornton is continuing to attract new homeowners.
Thornton360 starts right now. Hello and welcome to Thornton360. I'm Lisa Wilson.
And I'm Todd Barnes. Thanks for joining us. We start this edition of Thornton360 with a look back at the last City Council meeting. The August 23rd meeting saw an overflow crowd come to the council meeting to express their views in regards to two matters before council. Passionate comments were heard in regards to council's approval of marijuana dispensaries opening in Thornton.
It's about our families, right? Having that in our backyards, having it in front of us on a day-to-day basis erodes the quality of life. Erodes the values we're trying to instill in our families.
Your decision does not reflect, and your vote does not reflect or represent the citizens of Thornton in regard to passing this amendment in support of dispensaries and testing facilities.
It's just a fact. It's going to increase crime. It's going to increase people that aren't necessarily people that we want in Thornton. And it's not going to make people feel safe. And I want to feel safe. I want my children to feel safe.
I represent Ward 1, and my people aren't here, but they're with me in spirit. So I'm getting beat up on the marijuana, and I'm getting beat up because there are only 4 dispensaries coming, and because the regulations are so tight that it makes it too difficult for marijuana to be here. So I feel like we've made a great compromise for the city of Thornton to be able to say, okay, the compromise is, you know what, okay, we will only do 4 dispensaries, and we won't do grows, and we'll have some of the tightest regulations in the state of Colorado. So that's one of the reasons why I'll be voting in favor of marijuana in Thornton.
When I walked my ward with my volunteers, we had heard from over 400 people. There was 2 that were opposed to marijuana. Everyone else was in favor of it. So I am the boots on the ground. I'm walking my ward. I walked it this weekend. And I don't see anybody from Ward 2 here. So I'm representing my ward. I don't know about the rest of the council, but I'm representing my ward when I hear from them and that they want these dispensaries here in Thornton.
If we don't pass marijuana tonight and this 0.2% sales tax doesn't pass, where's the incentive money going to come from to bring in these businesses? Where's the money going to come from to repave our streets? Where's the money going to come from to expand the roads for light rail? Because that has to happen.
I appreciate everybody being here, whether you're opposed or for marijuana dispensaries in the city. I'm definitely not excited about that, and it's because I have seen firsthand what it does to families and what it does to the kids that I've known that have done it, as well as the adults. So having said that, I do respect my colleagues on the city council, and if this does pass on second reading, I will do everything in my power to ensure that the regulations are followed, to ensure that we hold these businesses to the very highest standards.
The resolutions passed 5-4, so now the city will permit 4 marijuana dispensaries in the city, 1 in each of these designated quadrants. The other issue drawing attention was council's consideration of the proposed Topgolf development at 136th Avenue and I-25. City staff and representatives of Topgolf did presentations regarding the development, and city staff recommended approval of the development.
Staff is recommending approval of the conceptual site plan, development permit, specific use permit, based upon the findings that were outlined in the council communication as well as presented this evening.
Topgolf is growing, and like I said, we bring in approximately 500,000 annual visitors per year. To that note, we bring around 475 jobs at one of our facilities. That's equivalent to 400 full-time jobs and approximately 27 full-time salary positions. Topgolf prides itself on being a good part of the neighborhood, and we really look forward to working with you guys and bringing Topgolf to Thornton.
With this project, understanding that there was significant neighborhood interest and concern and questions from the public, and understanding that the council would probably like to have an opportunity to have this public dialogue, we worked with staff to agree to present this to you in a public hearing format, and that's why we're here before you tonight.
But some residents from the Rolling Hills neighborhood near where the venue will be built were not in favor of approving Topgolf.
The noise and the light doesn't sound like it can be mitigated. These hours, 9 a.m. to 2 a.m., that's a lot to ask of a community.
Many people in this area love to sleep with our windows open in the winter, and that would be extremely difficult to do when you have the sounds of either cars, the extra added traffic late at night, loud music. Imagine the additional issues that would come about with hundreds of people playing golf, as they said, having a great old time listening to loud music.
The criteria clearly states that it is an offense to have glare into people's residence. They stated in the Denver Post article that they're willing to work with residents on mitigating some of this light and noise. What we found is there have been Topgolfs around the country where they have not done a good job of mitigating.
It's not the idea of having Topgolf that we object to, but that particular location, the proximity to the residences that have been there for so long.
City Council voted 8-1 to approve the Topgolf development. To see the entire City Council meeting, tune to Xfinity Cable Channel 8 or go to cityofthornton.tv.
The City of Thornton continues to grow. The second quarter saw an increase of 637 people, bringing the total population to 132,847. The total number of certificate of occupancies issued for the second quarter was 222. The total housing unit count in Thornton is now 46,201.
Thornton Recreation Facilities closed for annual maintenance to undergo annual upgrades and repairs.
This building gets, as you know, a lot of usage, and after 12 months of heavy usage, including this summertime, this building really needs a little bit of a break in order for us to make it shine again. It takes a lot of beating throughout the year. And the heavy usage really takes its toll on this building. So every year we've been closing this building down right around the time that the kids go back to school at the end of August, and we really give it a nice little mini facelift. And while it may seem like an inconvenience to our customers every year, most of them are very appreciative of the fact that the city keeps continuing to support this operation, and we try to keep it in as good a shape as possible.
The Carpenter Recreation Center will be closed August 27th through September 5th. And will reopen September 6th. The aquatics area of the facility is currently closed. Repairs include painting, cleaning, and floor resurfacing.
Traffic signals in Thornton school zones have been retimed to keep the kids safe, but the important thing for you to remember is to keep your speeds down while driving.
Flashing lights are positioned at roughly the boundaries of our school zones in an effort to bring awareness to drivers that there's actually a reduction in the speed limit when you enter into a school zone. Typically in residential areas, the normal posted speed limit is 25 miles per hour. We use the flashing lights to reduce the speed to 20 miles per hour. You'll also see some flashing lights along arterial street, and we'll reduce the speed limit to 25 on those arterial streets. The flashing lights are set up based on the schedule in conjunction with the school district and the school. For example, the school zone lights for elementary schools will flash at different periods than those for middle schools or high schools. Speeding through a school zone, it's not worth it. The extra few seconds that you save by speeding through the school zone doesn't really gain you much in the end. What you want to do is pay attention to your surroundings, watch for students, watch for drivers, adhere to that speed limit that's posted out there when the school zone lights are flashing. So I would ask anyone in the school zone, again, to be mindful of the signs, the posted speed limit, watch for children, watch traffic in front of you, and just be on your toes, be aware.
There's a new traffic signal at 146th Avenue and Washington Street to provide access to the relocated Stargate Charter School.
Kick off the fall season at Thornton's Harvest Fest. It's a fun festival for the whole family.
Come to Thornton Harvest Fest on Saturday, September 10th. Presented by Larkridge and Larkridge South, Thornton's largest retail center at I-25 and Highway 7 off exit 229. In the morning, grab a fishing pole and head to Grandview Ponds for a children's fishing derby. Or grab a fork and go to the pancake breakfast at the Senior Center. Come to Community Park for fun activities including Kids Zone, live entertainment, and the chili cook-off. Watch the skate park competition and visit dozens of local vendors. There's something for everyone at Thornton Harvest Fest on September 10th.
The next tree branch drop-off is September 10th.
We have the once per month Saturday drop-off of tree branches available to our residents in Thornton. That happens here at the Infrastructure Maintenance Center. Bring us your branches as you're cleaning your yard out, your brush, dispose of them here. We chip them, and it's available as mulch for folks that want to come by on those Saturday events and maybe use the mulch at home as ground cover around their landscape. So that's another event that's coming up and offers folks a chance to get rid of branches in the area of actually recycling them and not just throwing them in the trash.
Thornton residents can drop off tree branches and limbs at Thornton's IMC at 12450 Washington Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Use the north entrance to the facility with access on 126th Avenue east of Washington Street. Proof of residency is required and certain restrictions apply. Go to cityofthornton.net for more information.
You can now drop off old cans of paint for recycling at any hardware or paint store. Recently, the City of Thornton held a paint recycling event.
Hello, my name is Kevin Lynch. I'm the Colorado Program Manager for Paint Care, and we're today at City of Thornton's Paint Care event. This event's all about making paint recycling easy. We are partnering with the City of Thornton to help provide paint recycling services to the local community as well as all residents of the state of Colorado. They can bring all their house paints, their stains, their varnishes, oil-based and latex, most of your architectural coatings. The program started here in Colorado in July when the law went into effect. Anyone who sells paint to the state of Colorado has to charge a little fee. The little fee goes to Paint Care, and we help pay for events like this so City of Thornton's not using their tax dollars, as well as setting up local collection sites at your hardware stores such as Ace, Sherwin-Williams, Diamond Vogel's, various other participating locations.
My name is Adam Lovato. I'm the Environmental Services Manager for the City of Thornton. So it's a pretty exciting event for the local community, and not just the City of Thornton, but the county, Adams County, and all the other local jurisdictions. It's a great opportunity to allow our residents and other folks, small businesses, to deliver their paint and allow it to be recycled. Paint Care has been instrumental in this. We've gone through quite a few phases of planning and getting ourselves ready, along with the contractor. Paint Care did an awesome job of advertising and a lot of outreach. We're very grateful. Turnout has been wonderful. It's been great. Last count, 600 vehicles. We're still expecting more. Couldn't ask for more.
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't even count them all. I probably had 15. After 17 years in our house, it was time to get rid of it.
Got a lot of paint left over from previous owners of the house, so want to get rid of it a safe way. So.
Oh, probably about 25 gallons.
Oh, wow.
25, 30 gallons. Yeah, we had stored up for a long time.
Yep.
25 gallons of paint.
The paint was there since I bought the place about 15 years ago.
2001. I saw a receipt on one of the paint cans, so.
Okay. 15 years.
15 years?
Love it. Love it. Thing is great. Great for the community, great for the environment, all that kind of fun stuff, so.
That's great. I was very pleased that we could get rid of the old paint rather than.
I'm glad because I'm a huge recycler and have been for years, and I don't want to just throw it in the landfill.
It's great that Thornton does this so that we have a place to help our environment and just not toss things away.
The next paint recycling event in Adams County is October 15th at the Adams County Regional Park. For more information about paint recycling, go to paintcare.org.
Anythink Libraries will host block parties throughout Adams County to help residents connect with one another and the library.
Anythink is a part of over 200 libraries from around the world that are participating in Outside the Lines, an initiative celebrating all of the innovation and creativity happening in libraries. For us here in Adams County at Anythink, we're hosting Anythink block parties in each of the communities that we serve. Adams County is one of the fastest growing counties, not just in the state, but in the country right now. And more we're having people come into the library that say, I just moved to the neighborhood, I'm meeting new friends, they're looking for connections, and we're hoping that the library becomes the catalyst for those kinds of connections. So we're hosting these block parties as an opportunity for neighbors to get to know each other and to get to know the library in a really fun way. On the afternoon of September 18th, our team from Wright Farms will be over at Carpenter Park and hosting a tailgate party. So we'll have a large truck that will be broadcasting the game. We're going to have food trucks from around the area, so you'll have food. We're going to have a cornhole tournament, so if you'd like to compete with your friends and neighbors, make some new friends, that'll be a great way to do it. And of course, people of all ages are welcome. These are ways for us to bring the community together, introduce the library in fun and exciting ways, and really celebrate what makes Adams County great, our residents.
There will be 7 block parties from September 10th through the 18th at various Adams County locations, including the Thornton Party at Carpenter Park, Sunday, September 18th from 2 to 5:30 p.m. For more information, go to anythink.org. That's it for this edition of Thornton 360. I'm Todd Barnes. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Lisa Wilson. We'll see you next time.